Hey guys, welcome back to Semper Fi Mechanic. My name's Thomas. Today we're working on this 2006 Nissan Altima 2.5 liter. We're going to be doing a fuel pump on this. We came out, did a diagnosis on it. Fuel pump was not kicking on. Customer supplied the part. I think he might have got this from AutoZone, something like that. That's where True Grade usually comes from, I think. Only good thing about this vehicle is you don't have to drop the gas tank. We can get to it by removing the back seat. So if you want to learn how to replace a fuel pump in a 2001 to 2006 Nissan Altima, stay tuned because we're starting right now. Let's pop the hood here. I got a lot of work today. There's a couple jobs. Almost didn't record this. Look, it just sat on it. Look how perfect that was. Where it's broke. That's funny. Why am I even popping the hood for? Oh, okay, yeah. We got to take off the cables. Also, we got to relieve the fuel pressure. We're going to take this off right here. It tells you fuel pump fuse, 15 amp fuel pump, bottom left side. So we're going to take that one out. There we go. Make sure it ain't blown. Before you replace the fuel pump, when you're doing your diagnosis, you might want to check that. Make sure it ain't blown, because if it's a blown fuse, the fuel pump can't work. So that's part of your diagnosis. A Magnum condom box must be mine. Yeah, not me. Whatever the opposite of Magnum is, that'd be me. All right, you get in here and you're gonna crank it. Do that 2 or 3 times. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes the car will start. Just let it run until it dies. All right, let's remove this back seat here, guys. There's a little clip that we pull here. Let's see if we can see it. Let me turn this little light on. On the driver's side, you come down. See a little clip. There it is. See it? It's gonna reach and you're gonna pull, right? Pull and push up at the same time. Like that. There's one on that side as well. So we got that side. Let's go over here to the other side. Let's see. I'm also gonna move these seats up, give me more room. So come down this side. Where you at? There you are. Just grab it. See how it pulls out? Pull out and up. There you go. And then you just grab it and we'll throw it on the back here. You don't want to lay it on the ground. And then there's our fuel pump. Let's go over here and see what we need. Let's move this seat up. So after we move the seat up, got us plenty of room. We don't need the battery anymore. Before you start on the fuel pump, taking it off, now we take the battery cables off. If you did it before, then you can't move that seat up because the seat runs off the battery. So you got to remove your seat first. What we got here? Looks like 10 millimeter. Let's set you guys up real quick. We're gonna do negative and positive. Negative first. Loosen that bad boy up. We're gonna tuck it to the side here. Now here's the positive. You guys see it? You guys see it, right? Guys? There we go. It's on there. Come on. Oh, you see the corrosion right there build up. Look at it. Anyway, so now you got that set to the side. Good to go, good to go. So we're safe there. All right, we're back here to the fuel pump now. What do we actually need? First thing is, you see, they got these little tabs, and there's 4 of them, all right? You need to get you a Phillips head screwdriver, all right? I'm gonna put it in there, and we're gonna turn it. Make it the same shape. This thing's heavy. My back hurts. Got a bad back. So it makes sense for me to just grab this and bring it over there. But, like I said, it's heavy. My back hurts, so I'm not doing it. There we go. Got our Phillips head screwdriver. Hope nobody pulls in here beside me. Oh, I wish I had my cones. If I had my cones, I could set them out here and block them. See, like they got cones up there. I had some, but I forgot them. They're good, though, because if you're working on the road somewhere, put them out. A little bit of safety. All right, let's see what we do here. So we're going to go ahead and turn these. Put this up. There you go. See? Now that matches. It's the same thing here. They're righty-tighty. So you turn right, righty-tighty, and it'll turn it. Righty-tighty. Now they're all matched up. So now it'll just come up. There you go. Slide that off. Oh boy. It's dirty. Alright. Get the PP blaster out here. Good spray there. A little bit here. And then this whole ring will have to come off too, so let's get in there a little bit. This is the original. I can tell this thing's never been opened. Yeah, boy. All right. Let me set you up here real quick, boys. Friends. All right. So we're going to push down. right? Hear it click? And a lot of times you push in towards it and then back out. It breaks like the little seal instead of just pushing out. So I push in and then out. Oh, there we go. All right, one part done. Now what we're gonna do is, see these little clips right here? See how they push in? We're gonna push in on that and then pull back on this at the same time, okay? Get in here, I'm gonna hold these two like this. Then I'm gonna push in and then out to break the seal. So I'm gonna push in and out. There we go. Perfect. All right, and on this one, let's see if we can get you in here so you can see. All right. There is a tab. See this white tab right there? There's one at the top and there's one on the bottom. See these black clips on the sides right here? Gotta push at the top and bottom to open the clips. See how they open? Grabbing it like this, like a pinch, at the top and bottom. Or you can take a small screwdriver, press out on that side. See how we're pressing out? And you're gonna press out on this side. Got the top and bottom, push them and they'll pull out. There you go. Now you can see that we got the clips right there over the ring. See? Make sense? And then once you get that, just tuck them away out here, out of the way, without breaking them. Because now we gotta hit this ring right here. We want to take our hammer, we want to hit it right here to push this off, because there's a little slit right here in this big frame and you slide it in there, it locks. So we want to push it off. All right, I know this is going to shake the camera because I got to hit this, but this is what it is. Just got to deal with it. Try to set you up best we can so you can see it but not fall over. All right, we're going to hit it right here. You'll actually see it move. There we go, all the way up. You can spin it here, get this off. Bingo. Set that to the side. Oh, your little screwdriver here. Bam. There we go, making progress, huh? It's gonna be wet a little bit. Put a towel here. All right, so we're just gonna take this straight out. There we go. Set that to the side. Whew, wait a minute, are they out of gas? So they're out of fuel, but it ain't just that. When you run out of fuel, it burns out the fuel pump, and this tested bad. So it ain't as simple as they ran out of fuel. That's why never run your car below a quarter tank, because it makes the fuel pump work harder. And when you run out of fuel, it sucks up anything in there, dirt, debris, whatever's in there, and the fuel keeps it lubricated. So when it's dry, motor runs hot and it burns up. All right, here's the old one. You gotta compare it to the new one here, but you want to match it up. Let's turn it the same way. Look at it. So the tops are the same. We're good there. One facing that way, one facing that way. How many things this got in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so they're the same. We're gonna put it back in. Remove label. Follow assembly instructions. Okay. Now this is for the green one inside there. Let me show you. A lot of times I just leave the same seal. See that green seal? We're gonna put this black one, but a lot of times the green one is good and is better because from the factory. I know you're supposed to change them every time, but yeah. So, all right, we're gonna take this over there, put it in reverse order. Same as taking it out. Fuel pumps are not that hard. It's only when you gotta drop the gas tank that makes it tough. Now with these people, after I do this, I gotta call and tell them, hey, you need to get fuel. I'm not gonna go to the gas station and get fuel, bring it back and do all that. You guys ran out of fuel. I fixed your car. You can put the fuel back in. Well, I can't blame them too much for running out of fuel because I don't think they knew they was low on fuel. Because this right here is the float. This floats in the fuel and tells you how much gas you have or petrol that you have left. It's supposed to go around in there, but it's not. So it popped out at some time, so it was not going up and down like it was supposed to. It wasn't reading right. It's supposed to be like that. So for it coming out, just doing that, messed it up. So I don't think it's their fault. Now with this one, you can see there's 2 holes, one, and then the little thing that holds it in. You can't really mess it up. Really only one way it can go in. All right, so you just put it in there, then you push it till it clips, and you'll see that it clips in here. There's a clip, and right here. If I had some fuel, I could pour it in right there for them, be a lot faster. All right, so let's take this green one out, and now we're gonna put our black one in there. You don't want nothing falling in there so there's dirt already in there. That's what gets in your fuel pump. Also, see how this is dirty? Be careful, you know. I should have cleaned it off better before I took it off, but I didn't, so is what it is. Just put that in first like so. All right. And then dips down in just like that. All right. These are facing the same way as they was before you took them out. Take a picture if you can't remember before you take it out. Clips this way. We had that one hose that way. And we're going to put this back on. And we got to get it down there, push it down. Remember these little edges right here? Just like this. You get it down into that angle here. Let's see where we're at. We had the fuel pump, or had this one backwards. It's going to be the dirty part up. Flip this around. I had it like that. So you see what we're doing? We're pushing down. We're going to try to get it in here like it was, right? We want to get this into there. We want to get it down a little bit, and then we can take the hammer and hit it clockwise this time to get up the lock in. You take your little hammer, and we're going to hit the back side of this, or this, right? We're going to try to make it go in there. So let's do this one. There we go. See how it's all in place now? Now we can take pieces and put them back together. So let's see. This one was first. This one, they just clip one. Gonna slide it right back on. Push. There. Same thing here. Right on. Push. Uh-oh. Oh! Made a mistake. See the little thing that goes on here? We didn't take it off the old one. I thought it would have came with it, but guess not. It's right here. It's this one right here. See this? Take this one off, and we got to go put it on the new one. Now we're going to come back here. We're going to put it on the same way. So it's going to be just like this. See how that clamped in position? Now you grab it. Perfect. Man, look at that. We got this, right? Good. Throw a little clip. There's that. That's perfect. Now we can do this. Push this through there. Push that in there. Remember, they're just going to line up. Now you take your screwdriver. Right. There we go. So do that to the rest of them real quick. All right, after you got all four of these put back, right? Now that's all sealed up. What we're going to do is get our tools out of here and put our little back seat in. Lock it into place. And then we'll go back up front here. All right, let's see. Let's grab this thing. Need to get a new tripod. Walking around with this handheld one. Okay, here we go. Throw that in the back seat there. Right here, before you clip it in, you gotta run the seat belts up. See this slit right here? There's one on each side. That's where the seat belts are gonna go. So we're gonna slide it in. See? It'll go like that. On this side, do the same thing. Bring it in and just slide it in there for now. Push it back, just like that. And see right here, it's just like it is, right? And then down, bam. That locked in. Looking pretty, right? You guys are gonna hear me huffing and puffing in this video. Same thing, line it up. Where's it at? Right there. Bam. Perfect. I want to roll. I actually charge 2 hours labor for this job. I charge $150 an hour, so that's $300 profit I made on this. It did not take me 2 hours, now did it. I charge that because you got to add in your drive time too. Now, not always, but anything over 30 minutes, I'm going to add that as labor, right? Because you're taking your time. 1 hour job, 30 minutes drive here, 30 minutes drive back. That's 2 hours, right? 2 hours at $150 an hour, $300 profit. Let's put the fuse and stuff back in before we do the battery. We got big giant gorilla hands, so it's hard to get some of the stuff in there. Let's see. There we go. Got it that done. I didn't want to push hard and break it. Slide this back over. Everything wants to give me trouble now, huh? That's how everybody's going to be today. All right, come over here. Positive cable first. Get in there, get in there, get in there. There we go. Nice and tight. Switch over to the 10 millimeter. Put that on there. There we go. Look at that, bud. We're on fire. There's that. I can't start it up because there's no fuel. But trust me on this one. So there it is, boys. We just replaced the fuel pump. Took about 45 minutes with video. That's really about a half-hour job if you're normal speed without recording. So, just replaced the fuel pump and it 2006. It also worked from 2001 to 2006 Nissan Altimas. If you like this video, guys, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Once again, I keep begging. We are so close to 50,000 subscribers. I need like 400 more, I think, 300 or 400 more. So I want to do it by the end of the month, but we're running out of time, so I don't think that's going to happen. But if you watch this, just subscribe. It is free. Just click the button, okay? If you guys want to donate to the channel to help other people, I'll have my Cash App up here. Donations go to people that need a break or they don't have all the money. The donations you send, we use that to knock off prices off other jobs. So if the job's 400 and they're hurting and they only have 200, we can take 200 from what you guys donated and put in there. But it's completely up to you guys. You do not have to donate. That's just something if you guys want to. It helps other people out. But hell, we're all struggling, so it's hard to help anybody. But thank you guys for watching, and I love you. And like we always say, Semper Fi, till next time.